First things first, I know that this is a very controversial topic because of the whole camel hump hadith, and please don't get me wrong, I really do respect it. It is one of the main reasons why, even though I filmed a similar video for you guys in the past, I'm refilming this video today because after giving it a thought, I feel like there's a few things that I could have mentioned differently in my previous video. That being said, if this is something that doesn't sit right with your beliefs, then please feel free to skip this video. Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Naviha, and if you like this video, please do consider subscribing by the end of it. You can also follow me on my Instagram for more daily updates. And in today's video, I'm going to show you guys 2 ways to achieve volume under your hijab, but something that is minimal. Apart from that, I'm also going to be mentioning a few really basic but very important tips that are probably going to help you out if you're a hijabi or if you're just starting out. So please make sure that you stick till the end of the video and check them out. The first way to get the volume under your hijab is something that I have been doing for as long as I can remember. So this is basically the kind of volume that we're going to create, and for that you will need something called as a hijab scrunchie, like a usual hair tie. The only difference is that it has like these weird things hanging out, but this is what is going to give us the volume that we need. And the second thing that you will be needing is a hijab cap or an inner cap or a bonnet, whatever you like to call it. This one that I'm using right now is like a tube cap, and it's a ribbed jersey material. I got this from Little Black Hijab. I will be linking it in the description below. So let's move on to the part where I show you how you're going to use this thing. First step is basically going to be that you want to tie your hair up neatly. You can tie a braid, you can tie a bun, whatever you're comfortable with. What I do is I just tie it in a very basic bun, but I like to keep the level of the bun quite low. I can't really show you what it looks like at the back. For instance, if you just tie a bun and then place the hijab cap over it, followed by the hijab, what you're going to see is that you get like this very uneven kind of shape at the back of the hijab. It doesn't look very neat. I like to make sure that it has like a very nice, even, rounded appearance from the back. So this is where the scrunchie comes in, and that's how it's going to help me. I don't know how I'm going to show this to you guys, but imagine I've tied the bun, which I have. Now, next step is going to be that you're going to place this scrunchie right on top of the bun like this. It's really secure. You don't really have to like double it over and, you know, make it tighter. Just placing it over is enough, and yeah, that's pretty much it. And after you place the scrunchie is when you're going to place the hijab cap over it. Since we're in a situation where I can't really show you guys that part, what I'm going to do is just wear another cap on top of this cap. The one that I showed you earlier was a tube cap, and this is something really different, and it is also cotton fabric, so it stays put all day. It's really lightweight as well. If you do have to choose an inner cap, this is something that I would recommend. Now what we're going to do is just place this cap over this whole setup that we have over my head right now. Okay, so it gives you like a very neat base. And when you place the hijab over your head, and now if you compare it with what I showed you guys without the scrunchie, you can automatically see that it looks so much better, so much neater. The hijab falls better overall, and for me personally, I feel like when I add the scrunchie at the back, it also somehow makes the fit of my hijab more comfortable for me. Otherwise, I feel like it's constantly falling down and I have like an irritation at the back of my neck. So I want you guys to observe that the volume is very minimal. So it's as simple as that, no other hassles. It's really lightweight on the head as compared to those other volumizing clips that are available in the market as well. I would never recommend that because it used to make my head feel so heavy, and yeah, I just couldn't wait to get my hijab off. Now moving on to the second way to get the volume under your hijab. The reason I'm showing this to you guys is because some of you might not have a scrunchie or an inner cap and stuff. So this is just another method that you can opt for. So for that, I am quickly just going to replace my hijab first with this cotton stole. It's not too wide, it's not really heavy. The reason I choose cotton is because it can stay secure and it stays put. I don't want to have to wear something that's going to slip. So just quickly placing this over my head, and as gracefully as I can, I'm just going to remove all of this. that was pretty impressive, honestly. So I'm just going to fold it inward slightly. What we're trying to do right now is just tie like a turban hijab around your bun. And how I do it is I take it at the back and just kind of crisscross it at the back. You can also tie a knot if that is something that you're more comfortable with. I just find that it stays secure either way. Now we want to keep it tight slightly. We're going to take this end now and just wrap it around the bun while making sure that we're also filling up this gap over here. Okay, so yeah, just take it like this. Now when you're doing this, you don't want to add a lot of fabric on top over here, otherwise it's going to look really funny. It's not going to look flat. There's going to be like an elevation over here and you don't want that. So keep it really flat and just keep this portion here like that. Now take the second end and once again just wrap it more around the bun without any like spaces in between. Now you're going to just take both the ends, tie it up at the back, and yeah, just tuck it in. It's all secure and tied up at the back now, and when you're done, this is what it should basically look like. I know that it doesn't look very aesthetic, but trust the process, guys, it's gonna happen. Now let's place the hijab over it and just drape it whatever style you like, and there you go. It's pretty similar to the volume that you would get with a hijab scrunchie. So, you know, I think it's the perfect alternative if you don't have one. I used to tie my hijab like this earlier, so I know for a fact that it does stay in place if you tie it up well. But one thing that I would want to mention is that please opt for a stole or a hijab if you want, but something that is really lightweight and something that is it's not very wide, because if you have that much of fabric on top of your head, it's just going to add to the weight and that's going to make you uncomfortable. Also make sure that the fabric is not too slippery, something that's going to stay put. You can also use jersey hijabs. So these are the two ways that I follow to get the volume under my hijab while making sure that I'm comfortable and also making sure that my hijab is on point. Now I'm going to quickly move on to sharing a few tips with you guys, which are really basic and some of you might already be aware of them, but if this is something that can help any of you, then that serves the purpose. So number one is for those of you who couldn't care less about the volume under your hijab and how it looks, but you know, you're just looking for a nice way to keep your hair secure. I would recommend tying it up in a braid. A braid is going to stay put all day, and the fact that it's kind of low, it's not going to add any kind of weight under your hijab, and you're going to be more comfortable with it throughout the day. For those of you who really want to tie a braid but also want to use a scrunchie, what you can do is just tie a half braid and then tie a bun out of it. Now the bun is essential because the scrunchie kind of needs something to hold on to. The third tip is kind of important, you guys, and this is something that you will realize in the long run, not initially. So when you're tying your hair up in a bun or just like pulling it at the back, what happens over time is that your hairline is going to start receding. So my advice to you would be to ensure that when you're tying your hair up, please be mindful of how much you're pulling it at the back. Make sure that you're, kind of pulling it at the front once you've tied the bun, so that, this hair over here is just not like being pulled at a lot. What I like to do is just usually when I get a haircut, I keep my bangs at the front short. So when I cut my hair in bangs, this portion is not going to get pulled at all, and I know that it's going to cause some trouble with all this hair coming in the front, but you can always pin it up. It is much better than pulling at it. So yeah, cut your bangs. If you just come from a family where getting any kind of haircut is like the biggest crime that you can commit, I think it's just probably my family, I'm not sure. This kind of worked in my favor because at least I got bangs because of it, and I could say that it's really hurting me and stuff. So that could be a reason that you could use too. Now the last tip that I want to give you guys is, in case you don't have an inner cap at home and you really need one, what you can do is use an old pair of stretchable leggings, just cut it off and then use it like a bonnet cap like this. So that's about it and pretty much everything that I want to share with you guys. I really hope that you guys liked this video. If you did, please don't forget to leave your feedback in the comments below. I love to interact with you guys. And of course, please do like, share and subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video super soon. So until next time, please stay safe and stay blessed.